Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I want to share a very quick video with you, just some rambling thoughts, and then a little Hermes unboxing. So I actually planned on putting this video out right before I turned 30. I made my list and then I didn't film. Things were really hectic that year and then they were hectic the next year. So I'm actually glad to reflect on this list now because I still very much feel the same way, and I think I was pretty good about sticking to it. I am going to be doing the 75-day challenge with posting my outfit every single day and not doing any clothes shopping for 75 days, which of course my friends who are not as crazy as me, they're like, that's not really a challenge, Megan, that's just very, very normal. But I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna learn hopefully more about my clothing, more about my preferences. So first I want to tell you a few things that I will not be buying from now on, or at least very much limiting in my wardrobe. Starting out, a really easy one to give up, and it's kind of cheating because I think I have enough things that fit the bill already. I will never ever be buying another pair of 4-inch heels, ever. Not doing it. I think 3 inches is my cutoff. No, I don't even want to say 3.5. No more than 3 inches. These old knees cannot take it anymore. Honestly, they couldn't really take it before, but I was used to the suffering then. Then the pandemic happened and I wore sneakers, like maybe occasionally a block heel, but my feet learned what it could mean to be comfortable. I just don't want to do that to myself anymore, and it really can cause back problems. I don't want to climb up on that hill and yell down at everybody and be like, come join me. But really, the heels are not good for us. It's like, I know they make my legs look really good, but I think I can achieve the same looks with 2.5, 3-inch heels, and I can really limit the pain. Things shouldn't hurt us. That doesn't make sense. We evolved to notice pain so that we can stop ourselves from getting injured. It's like putting your hand in the fire and just thinking, oh no, this is fine. So I'm really not going to be getting any crazy 4-inch heels, as cute and sexy as they are. I do have some, and if maybe I'm running out for dinner, something where I'm not going to be walking very much, just mostly sitting there looking cute, I have some things. Next up, another one that I sometimes have to remind myself of. I'm not going to be buying any tops or dresses that require me to wear a strapless bra. I hate strapless bras. I have never ever once found a good one. Now I found some that are okay, they work. I think I have two. I have like a gray laced one, and I want to say the other one, I have like a white lace one. I was thinking about buying a nude one at one point, and the bras are expensive. They're just crazy expensive, especially if you want a really good one. And I hate it. I hate them so much. So I have purchased tops before, and sometimes I'll go without a bra, but I do need a little extra support. So I prefer things maybe like a racer back. I mostly wear wireless jockey bras. That's enough. I can manage. I'm not gonna go running, but I just cannot deal with strapless bras anymore. So this is very much just a stylistic preference, and there's a little bit of a comfort thing. They dig into my ribs. I've never found one that like didn't have to be insanely tight to also be supportive, and just slowly they move down your body. Like, you know, you'll be wearing your strapless bra and then an hour later it's around your belly button and you're just like trying to wiggle things up, and it's just, they are awful. I hate strapless bras so much. I'm wearing a racer back one right now. Perfectly comfortable. I can find tops in this style that I really like. I think it's flattering for my face. Yeah, no more. Every time I see a top, and I just have to tell myself, like, yes, that strappy little spaghetti thing is cute. I also hate to see bra straps, especially with nicer things. It's something my mother deeply ingrained in me. Did your mother tell you this as well? Because Ben thinks I'm a little crazy. He's like, no, nobody cares. And I know nobody cares, but my mother told me, don't have your bra straps out. Like, it was one thing when I was a teenager and I would be wearing those spaghetti strap tops, and maybe if it's a black spaghetti tank and then wearing it with a black bra, it's not that noticeable, but I just don't like to see bra straps. It's a thing that she put in my head and I can't get past it. So I am just skipping past all those frilly little tops with the little straps, or just totally strapless things. Really, strapless things aren't flattering on me anywho, so no more of those. Next up is really something that I want to limit. I'm never going to completely be without it. I think you'll understand why, but I really want to limit white clothes and black clothes. very different reasons. The white clothes is just because they're hard to maintain. I love white clothes. I think they look beautiful. You can wear something like a simple white t-shirt, really inexpensive to do, and you can dress it up in a variety of ways. So I'm always going to have a couple white shirts, white tops, dresses, simple things to wear under sweaters. I don't know if you can hear the cat scratching at the pole right now, but I know that I stain them eventually, and I do want to be more particular moving forward. I used to buy a ton of white dresses and they would get stained eventually. I would sweat in them. It's just not really the most sustainable thing to buy, so limiting those. And then black clothes, speaking of the cat over there scratching the pole, I love my cats. I'm always cuddling them, and they put their fur on absolutely everything. I don't even have to touch them, okay? But there is guaranteed cat fur on my clothes, and it is so noticeable on black. There's just no helping it. Maybe if I'm gonna get black clothes, having something like a pattern, something to distract, something with some texture, that really helps. But just like a plain black t-shirt, it's not the most flattering thing on me anyway, so that's easier. It's just, I don't need them, and it comes with a little extra work. Basically, I want to look nice, but do less work, and that just means limiting black clothes in my wardrobe. Last of all, I really want to limit skin-tight clothing. Clothing with high amounts of elastic. First of all, they do not last well. Elastic can break down. I want just enough in my jeans, let's say like 98% cotton, 2% elastic, or other variations, like enough for clothes to work out. But I have noticed jeans with really high amounts of elastic, polyester, they tend to get that saggy butt thing. You know, when you're walking and slowly your jeans kind of just shift down. They're so unflattering, so uncomfortable. Tops with really high amounts of elastic, like they break down. And also they're not flattering on me long term. So I was probably 20 pounds lighter 6 years ago, and no one told me how much my body would change between 25 and just now 31. I'm soon gonna be 32. And my body is very, very different. I don't think anyone else would really notice. I definitely notice. Things fit me differently. The same styles that looked good on me, just even with the weight fluctuation, even in the right size, the same styles that look good on me at 25, I don't think they suit me now. And it's not about like dressing young or whatever. It's just different silhouettes that I notice I'm carrying weight in different places. It's very strange, but I want to be better at recognizing styles that will suit me over a longer period of time. And I don't think it's that hard to do. So I have clothes that I bought 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and they still really suit me. I have coats and sweaters and jeans even that have lasted all this time because they're the right cut. I've noticed things that are way too restrictive, like for example, really tight dresses with high amounts of cotton. Yes, that's really good quality, but if it's in a very restrictive style, so something tight to the body, zip up the back, that was a style I really liked, but there was no wiggle room. My hips can't fit in it anymore. Even, I swear, my rib cage, everything is just wider. And I want to be very clear, I am not complaining about my body at all, not at all. But I want to be able to buy things that will last. And so finding more forgiving silhouettes, something that is cut in a flattering way, whether it's through draping or just like a little bit of stretch for some wiggle room. Skirts are great because I can usually adjust them a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I have one skirt from when I was 18. My body was not the same now as it was when I was 18, but it works out because it's a big flowy A-line skirt, and the waistband, I've just been able to bring it up a little bit down as my weight has changed, just sitting where it is on my waist. Dresses, things that can be belted to bring in, changing out the belt is a lot easier than getting a whole new dress. So something I am thinking about moving forward. And finally, since I'm saving so much money not buying any of those things, I can buy other fun things. Something with absolutely no size attached to it, which that's always nice. I was in Hermes, and this is something that I had tried on previously that I really wanted, but I didn't want to get too much at once. But really great test is just knowing that I haven't stopped thinking about it for weeks. And you know, I think it was Emma Anders who I heard say years ago that she only buys one thing on a shopping trip, generally as a rule, just because it's a fun event to go out, getting dressed up, maybe getting lunch. And I kind of took that on as well, where I'm like, yeah, you know, I can just always go back like the next weekend or however it is. Like I can have also more time to think about it, but then I gotta have just, I don't know, more fun with those experiences. Whereas if I get a bunch at once, I definitely have to go a lot longer. But I don't know if anyone else feels that way. It's just something I like to stretch out, but I couldn't stop thinking about this giant triangle scarf. I did unbox the other one a couple weeks ago. I really loved this one as well. I wasn't sure which one to get, but the other colors were so bright. I didn't know if they would, let's say, keep it in stock. It's no longer, sorry, the other one is no longer available on the website. I don't even think this one, this exact colorway, is still on the website. I will have all the information in the description box that I can find about it. So I chose to get the other one versus missing out. I think they had 3 of these at the time. I figured it was just worth it. But the thing I love about it is the trim. It has this black and like light beige, not white, not too yellowy a beige. It reminds me of a lemur tail. If you saw my last Hermes video, you will know how much I love lemurs. And yes, that is exactly what drew me to this. It very much reminds me of a lemur. Let me see if I can find this style. I'm gonna have all this information, as I said, down below, but it is, yeah, the triangle scarf. It says the colors, natural, marine, noir. So it's very simple. I love their triangle scarves with the, I think it's a silk and cashmere blend. You do have to be careful with jewelry and catching it on things. But you know what? This is the same price as a pair of Manolos, and I'm gonna use this a lot more, and it's not gonna hurt me. I don't really use my Manolos anymore. Now, guarantee I always would buy my Manolos on sale, and this, I wanna say, top of my head, I think it's $910. There are a number of states where you do not have to pay sales tax on it, so that's always a bonus. But I love the colors. Very neutral, navy, black, and it's a really nice, like, well, maybe that I'd call that indigo. Nice contrast with the black, but I'm definitely gonna get a lot of wear out of this, and it's something that I can actually keep for 30 years, 50 years, forever, you know, pass it on. Whereas those skin tight dresses, those other things that I never got to wear, the tops that required me to wear a strapless bra, the 4-inch heels, what are they doing? You know, I've managed to sell some of them. I have sold to Buffalo Exchange, Plato's Closet. I've donated a bunch of them. So that's, I don't know. I just wanted to share where my head is at when it comes to how I'm purchasing. This isn't going to become an Hermes channel. Nothing wrong with the Hermes channels, but this isn't going to solely become all about Hermes. I want to be clear about that. But I just want to make sure I'm looking for longevity. I've always done that, but I'm learning about how to do it just a little bit better. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, Sherpa's doing her crazy sprints. Also, Sherpa has her, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Now she's scratching things over there. It's time to wrap up this video. I would love to know, what is something you are not buying? Are there any styles you have found that are either too restrictive for your wardrobe, or you just don't get the longevity out of them? I am a big fan of thrifting, and I have found plenty of dresses and tops that I've been able to use for like almost a decade now. So that's where my focus is. I would really love to hear what you're enjoying and what you're cutting out of your wardrobe. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Now I have cat hair on my face. Oh, jeez. I'm not wearing any foundation, but I did put on sunscreen and some blush, a little bit of powder, just to bring down the shine. And cat fur. That's one thing I hate about foundation, especially in the summertime if it gets swampy, just cat hair. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be wearing this very much for a couple months, but, you know, maybe on one of the cooler summer days, summer evenings, I think this is cute. It could be good with a tank top, but great for 70% of the year, easily. And that is so much more versatile. Also, finding something that you can wear for multiple seasons versus only winter, only summer. Oh, hey April. April, you're texting me right now about our weekend plans, and I happen to just sit down to film.